Hey Frontline fans, welcome back to Comic Frontline and fans. You're back with me, Mike Spider Slayer, getting ready to do that all-important comic book review so you, the fans, can make a decision on what comic books to buy. And today, guys, we're talking about the Clone Conspiracy tie-in, the Prowler issue #1, a new Marvel Now title. Interesting cover as you get to see the Prowler burying himself because, you know, he did die in Clone Conspiracy or Dead No More, whatever you want to call it. And then he was resurrected or reanimated, should I say, by the Jackal. So very interested to see what this story had to offer and how it ties into the whole Clone Conspiracy. So when you open up this particular book, guys, you wind up seeing the Prowler. He's going out and he is stopping this bank robbery. And the next thing we wind up going is he goes back to New U Technologies, and he is basically confronting all of the other super villains that got resurrected in here. So everyone and their mother is pretty much a clone at this point, or reanimated. We got Jack-o'-lantern, we got some other random characters in there, and they're all bored. They're all stuck inside this building, and they can't leave. And you see that in the issue, it's discussed between the villains here. They're like, finally, some action's going on around here. We're not so bored. And then it's actually discussed with Jackal and Hobie himself about how they actually can't leave the premises. And Hobie sits there and says, well, listen, he's like, I got to do something, you know. So finally, Jackal sits there and he sends him out on this mission about, you know, something about these black buildings. So he goes, go to Madam Web to find out some information. So no shit, Madam Web is reanimated also. So she's a clone as well. And so Hobie goes to Madam Web and tries to find out this information about where to go to find out where these hackers are. They're trying to get into New U Technologies. So it's like, okay. And so, you know, you see some crazy interaction with the new Electro and Prowler as well, because that's how Hobie died to begin with. So that was interesting there. And then you get to see a nice little backstory on the character as well, kind of where he came from, how he was teaming up with Spider-Man, how he can't run away from his past. He always winds up coming back to being the Prowler, which I could really appreciate, especially if you're a new reader and you're not familiar with the character. And at the end of the book, you wind up seeing him getting it captured when he goes to these particular buildings by some weird webbing technology. So do you think maybe it's Peter Parker Industries? I don't know. That would be obvious. You'd think he would know where he was going, but I don't know. It's interesting because you see a character and all you see is his leg and you don't really know who it is. So who could this mysterious character be? I don't know. I'm not sure, but I thought this book was well done. I thought this gave you a good insight to who the Prowler was, what his past was, and it kind of caught you up on how he became, you know, the Prowler, and how obviously he got reanimated, in case you didn't read Spider-Man. And this was a good book. I don't think it was maybe top tier level book, but it tied in nicely. And it definitely left me with a good cliffhanger to see, okay, who's that mysterious guy in issue #2. I want to know who that is. So definitely a solid book. I'm going to give this one probably a 4 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed it for what it was, and hopefully it continues to go on this pace, and I'll like it all the way through. So guys, now it's your turn in the comments below to tell me what you thought of Prowler issue #1. Were you a fan? Were you not a fan? Is this Clone Conspiracy just too much for you? Especially now, is it over the top that Madam Web, the original Madam Web, is back? And guys, as always, thank you for watching Comic Frontline. Until that next comic book review, don't forget to check out my Facebook page if you guys haven't done so yet. It's still known as Comic Book Corner. I have over 900 likes, like a few more. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe as well. So again, fans, thank you for watching, and until that next comic book review, this is Mike Spider Slayer signing off. Take care. See you soon. Bye.